Welcome back to another episode of Talking with Rafael with your host, Rafa, and Erwin Show, respectfully, with your host, Erwin. What up, dude?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here. We're talking with Rafael and the Irwin Show, respectfully. And as
Shout
you
out
guys know, more than likely,
this
you
guy
will
over
be
here,
able to see.
Alaric.
Yes, he's gonna be riding with us every Monday. Say hi, Alaric.
Every Monday?
How you? Every Monday, cause of shit. Yeah, that's my days I have him. So,
All
how
right.
you feeling today, buddy? Tell me.
Good.
You're sick?
Yeah.
I wonder.
What do you have? What do you have?
Who you getting sick?
You
What
got
do
the
you have,
cold,
What do you have?
stuffy
What
nose,
do you have?
cough. What do you have?
What you got?
Cough.
Get away from me.
Cough.
Yeah, so he's sick, guys. He's a little
Ah,
sick
shit.
today.
Well, get better soon, man.
Yeah, get better soon, little punk, because you gave me sick. I swear to God.
Well,
You're in
without
trouble, bro.
further ado, thank you so much for joining another episode of Talking with Rafael and the Erwin Show, respectfully. Episode number 60. Make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, and make sure you share it with your friends and family. Without further ado, we just had a great weekend. Not some of us. Some of us had a horrible weekend, and me included. I'm not gonna lie, it was a tough one. So make sure you comment down below. Make sure you let us know your opinion about today's episode. We're gonna go ahead and go off with some sports, and without just so you know that little line down there where it says IG, that's where you can hit us up, ladies and gentlemen. That's where you can hit us up. So Erwin, I think the first thing first, I think we just gotta rip the band-aid off and just talk about what happened this weekend, man. I mean,
You know what? I don't want to talk about it. You can go ahead and talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Ladies and
I'll
gentlemen.
let you handle that to you, bro.
let me go ahead and start off
I
with
hate you.
let me go ahead and start off with your
You're such a
Jacksonville
dick.
versus Kansas City. Now, I was rooting for Jacksonville. I felt like they were the
Yeah,
underdog.
dude.
You know me, I always root for the underdog. But unfortunately, the Jacksonvilles did not win. We actually had they had a tough, not a tough loss. I think like we saw a lot of great potential with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I feel like it is a great opportunity for the Jaguars to sign Trevor Lawrence to a franchise quarterback, whatever contract they do, to like say, hey, I want to build around this guy. So let's go ahead and build around Trevor Lawrence, unless you want to trade him to either the Cowboys or the Giants. It's okay. You guys can let it roll like that.
We heard that, Rafael. What were you
What?
saying?
I'm not done.
What were you saying? So I heard
You say you
Cowboys.
heard that, but then you're like, what are you saying? What are you saying?
Yeah, I
Anyways,
know.
the final score was 27-20. Kansas City winning. Of course, Patrick Mahomes, one of the greatest quarterback so far. I wouldn't say the greatest of all time yet. I think he has a little bit more to prove. But with that game, he actually got injured. He got a sprained ankle, and he still came back and played through it. Now, that was my water drink. The most painful time of my life right now, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's not so painful of my life, but it is painful. My New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. They lost 38-7. You heard it right. 38 points versus 7. That's it. And for those who don't know about NFL or football, American football, 7 points is literally one touchdown. It's equals to one soccer goal. 38 it's like what? 5 goals
5.
and a half. So let's just say that it was 5-1. That was unbeat. Like, I swear to God, man. I swear to God. I think we need to rebuild the whole fucking squad, but who knows? Hopefully we can see some improvement. I was glad that from the previous times that we haven't made the playoff, we finally made the playoff, and we were able to make it this far out. We passed the wild cards, but during the division rounds, we kind of lost. So, the hats off to the Philadelphia. The following game on Sunday, let's go ahead and talk about the Cincinnati and the Buffalo. You still have nothing to say about any of those games? No?
Well, I gotta say that on this
You
game,
want
you're
to start with the
talking about,
Jacksonville and the Kansas first?
yeah, I'll say that the Jacksonville was a team that is very underestimated. I think that the fact is that I feel like a lot of people give too much credit to the Chiefs. They talk too much about the Chiefs, but nobody really worries about the little team. Just remember, this Jacksonville team next year is gonna have, they're gonna have a wide receiver, Ridley, who just came out, Calvin Ridley, who got traded from the Falcons
Okay.
to the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's gonna be that team.
All right.
Doug Peterson's a great coach. I said this before, and I'll say it again. I think Jackson was a good team. Nobody gives him a lot of credit for that. So you got to be careful out there. I don't feel that Patrick Mahomes is going to be 100% playing against the Giants. No, I'm sorry, the Giants, the Bengals.
Yeah. Thank you for naming my Giants, but no.
Yeah,
Go ahead and now you can say something positive about my Giants if you want to.
There's nothing positive that I have to say about them, to be honest, because I feel like you could have played better. We play the team. You guys play this team 3 times this year. I don't know what in the hell happened. I honestly didn't think Philadelphia had what it took to be where they're at right now.
Definitely.
And surprisingly, just go ahead. Surprisingly, I'm just shocked the way that just ended. Barkley didn't show up at all in the game. Barkley wasn't even near the game or anything at all. So I don't know. I just feel like the Giants could have done better in that game. They look bad. They truly did look bad, and I don't know what else to say. And then, like I said, that Bengals. Before you continue, that Bengals-Bills game, bro. Holy shit! One thing
you were shocked, or were you?
Yeah,
you were shocked. Really?
I was going for the Bengals to win. Why? There's a reason why I have behind this story. I mean, if you want to put the camera on me, you're more than welcome to. But it's my story behind it. But I do have something to say on that. So in my case, I feel like the Bengals are a very underestimated team, but nobody really realizes what kind of team they have now. Just remember, everybody, this Bengal team started 0-4. They started 0-4 in the regular season. And look at them now. Look at Joe Burrow play in Buffalo, in cold weather, in the winter snowy weather. You can't go wrong with that.
I mean, Cincinnati also gets snowy weather too, right?
Yeah, but dude, not like Buffalo. I haven't seen a game like that, like in Buffalo. You know what I mean?
But that's what I was like so surprising about Buffalo. I was watching the game, the Cincinnati versus Buffalo game, and I swear to God, the defense, the Buffalo defense, they were tackling each other on the snow, man. It was unbelievable. Yeah. There were 3 times that I saw the Buffalo defense tackling each other. And I was like, bro, you play in Buffalo, you play in New York Buffalo. How in the fuck? Yeah. You're not used to playing on the snow. You should be dominating, if anything. And I think it's
agree with you.
Do you think it's a big choke from Josh Allen and their team, or was it more like the defense fault?
Here's one thing that I feel about Josh Allen, and I'm gonna bring this up as well too. I think Josh Allen is a quarterback that he's very good quarterback. He's very, amazing.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is where I compare him and Dak Prescott together. I compare them together because
stop.
Well, I need to say it.
Can't talk about it. Can't talk about it.
I need to
we haven't talked about it yet.
Okay, well that's
let
what
it go in order.
I want to say this. This is what I want.
Let it go in order.
Okay, then this is what
Cincinnati and Buffalo
say
first.
Let me just say this. A comparison.
Cincinnati and Buffalo.
I want to say a comparison because if I'm not, I want to say it. What I'm saying is they're not good under pressure. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay.
They're not good under pressure on those two quarterbacks. Some people may think I'm wrong. Okay, yeah, Josh Allen's a way better quarterback. I agree. But they have proven they're not good under pressure.
All right.
It's facts. Dude, they only scored. The Bills only scored 10 points.
Yeah. As we can see here,
the best of
let me go ahead and zoom in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure nobody can see it. At least my YouTube followers cannot see it, but I just zoomed it in for you. And right now, you're right. The Buffalo only scored 10 points. Josh Allen had apparently had 600 and
265. Relax.
265
Jesus
passing
Christ.
leader. Like it was bananas, to be honest, to say the least. But Erwin, I think the biggest topic right now for you, at least, is your boys. And I even Fat Batman is asking, how about them boys?
Look, Fat Batman. Hey, Batman. That's not what you were saying yesterday, bro. I swear to God, you were saying something like thing. I swear, bro. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up, Fat Batman.
So
just.
So your Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers. Dallas lost 19-12. I mean, it's a very low scoring. I felt like it was only by one touchdown, to be honest. I thought the last second, I don't know what happened to Doc. I felt like he could have throw a Hail Mary, and he decided to throw a few ones, a few short passes. But honestly, I think that. What do you think? Do you think it's a head coach problem? Do you think that you guys need a new head coach? Yeah, for Dallas.
So here's my conspiracy that I have on this. Okay. Well, before anything, did Fat Batman say anything else? I don't know if he said anything else.
Yeah, he said they're not good. Period.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring something up to you at this point. Okay. Did he say anything else after that?
He just barely did. Can you get to your point?
Well, he's
all I know is Bengals don't stand a chance against.
The thing is this: I don't have control over this stuff. I don't have control, so I'm trying to keep the audience available, bro. So if I don't tell you, you don't see it. So I'm trying to make sure when I'm seeing
I do see it. I do see it.
Okay,
I do see it. I just prefer getting my point across and then reading the comments. I cannot just be in the middle of the sentence.
Okay,
I cannot be on the middle of the sentence.
For them to bring it. Okay.
Yo, right. I cannot be on the middle of the sentence and start reading off somebody else's comment. Anyways, well, just like that, he fucking bounced. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, with your Dallas Cowboys, I'm sorry. They just went and go ahead and lost. Unfortunately, what can I say? It kind of sucks for them. But I think they need to review the head coach position. I think they need to review the quarterback position in this kind of situation and go from there. But since it's just me today, apparently Erwin lost connections. I just wanted to go ahead and bring up that we have a few more comments. Without further ado, we also have the predictions for your next games. Now, there we have them back. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and continue. I'm not going to say anything anymore.
All right, dude. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and go with your next conference championship. With your next conference championship, we have your San Francisco versus the Philadelphia, and then we have Cincinnati versus Kansas. Now, with those two games coming up, they're very important. I feel like I'm going to give it the Philadelphia the win, maybe by 3 points. And I'm going to give the Kansas City, actually, since what's his name is injured, might not have a win here. But I'm going to go ahead and give it to the Cincinnati by 3 points as well. Erwin, do you have a prediction for that game?
For which game?
Which one? The San Francisco versus Philadelphia and Cincinnati versus Kansas.
No, I don't have an actual prediction for either of those games right now. I think Philly might win that game. Philly might win the game by 7, and Bengals might win the game by 10. That's what I'm thinking on that game.
All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that was the prediction that we have for the NFL. Now, another subject I want to bring up down in South America, we have a South American Youth Football Championship right now. And it is it's a great way to kind of like overview the talents that we have to oversee anybody under 20. We call it the U20 Championship. And here we have the game right now, Brazil versus Argentina going on the 86 minutes, and Argentina is losing 0-2, followed by apparently Ecuador versus Bolivia already played, and Ecuador won by the minimum of 1 goal. And on the previous game on yesterday, Uruguay beat Chile 3-0. Now today, Paraguay versus Peru. Paraguay won 1-0. And then tomorrow we have Uruguay versus Venezuela, then Chile versus Bolivia. Now let's take a look and see if we can see more games. Now, my dear Colombia will play on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Versus Brazil. It's going to be one of the toughest matches going on. So it's going to be really tough to beat them. But hopefully we can beat them. But yeah, Erwin, do you have anything you want to say? Any comments on it?
Is that the World Cup or what is that exactly?
So this is they throw some sort of tournament, South American tournament between all the South American teams, and they just play about 5 matches together and declare a champion after that. So let me go ahead and read it off what Wikipedia says. It's a South American Youth Football Championship, also known as the U20 South American Championship. And basically, it's a South American national team where men under 20 play in this tournament. And it helps them qualify for the World Cup of U20.
That's pretty cool. Then I didn't know there was like something like that.
Yeah, I think Mexico has it too.
No, I don't think we had that. I think it's just something like per World Cup base or something like that.
No, let's see. I can spell it right. Yeah, you guys have a Mexican U20. Oh, this is
I don't know we had that. I don't know we had that.
Yeah, you guys have a U20 football club. You even have a CONCACAF under 20 championship. And it looks like you even participated on one of ours too. It's where you get to see your youth talent, and you get to see like how much talent you have on in the players coming up. So right now, let's take a look. I don't see you guys playing. You guys canceled, and you guys did not qualify for the World Cup, FIFA World Cup on 2023. That's why you guys are not playing. But yeah, dude, you guys go against Puerto Rico, Guatemala, Haiti, Trinidad, and you guys beat them by a lot. Suriname and damn,
didn't make it.
Yeah, so, I don't know why. That's a good question. I will have to do more research about it. But yeah, let's take a look. Actually, let's see if we can. Yeah, whatever. Accept it. So this is your players right here. Let me zoom it for you. So, do you recognize any of these names? So here you have
bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, a bunch of youngsters, nothing but youngsters. But here, this is the type of games that they play in order to see what kind of talent you're gonna have in your future squad. because in 4 years from now they're going to turn 24 and they're going to be able to qualify for the World Cup. And this is going to be your future squad. I mean, Ochoa
I just feel like go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just feel like they have a lot of youngsters, and they're pretty good, talented players. And just for them, I think it just be able to start with a good young team to actually build and actually show them they can actually play. Like somebody that's actually willing to play instead of the money will be a good thing. I don't recognize a lot of these players.
So you're an American fan, right?
Yeah, and
Your
I'm looking
team
at
is America.
Carol Campos.
Karel Campos, and then you have Sergio de
Héctor
los
Uribe sí lo
Rios.
conozco.
Which one?
Héctor Uribe, sí. That sounds familiar. Héctor Uribe de los Leones, 18-year-old, right above Salvador. Yeah, him.
Yeah, so this
He's
is
pretty good.
dude. I see
You
this
never
shit
seen a
and I'm
picture of
like,
him.
motherfucker. I feel old.
There's not even a picture for the guy.
But yeah, right now, starting 11, he's 88%. He plays about 80% of the minutes. So he plays like until like 80th minutes.
He plays.
And goal participation is 13%. Man, I love this website. But yeah, that's I mean, you're gonna see this future of Mexico playing in this type of tournaments, which is really good. But right now Colombia is playing. Will play on Wednesday, and that's why we have this tournament, in order to be able to see our future. So. But yeah, dude, let's take a look. What else do we have here? We already talked about the predictions, right? Do you say the Bengals are going to win, and then you say the Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, I think the Bengals will win by. I think the Bengals can win by at least 7 points, and the Philadelphia can see winning by 10. Definitely, I don't see. I don't think. I just don't see the 49ers. They were shut down. The corner, their wide receiver, McCaffrey, was shut down, and Purdy didn't score a single touchdown. I don't think Purdy's as tough as people think they are, and if you put pressure into a team like that, then it shouldn't be no problem at all. You put a pressure into a team like actually. You play somebody that you were not expecting this, and that's why I keep telling a lot of the 49er fans, I'm like, bro, you're just too hyped up. Purdy's still too young. He just doesn't. He doesn't have what it takes to be in a situation of him to be ready. Like, he's not been a quarterback that can get you scores. They've been throwing off a lot of the Deebo Samuel, either a running back and McCaffrey being a wide receiver. Curves like that, but the pressure that I saw yesterday in the game, it was a good game. Really good game. It came down to the wire, but I just don't feel like they're there. And this is one thing that kind of bugs me about 49er fans. They were just some of them were so ignorant about it. And I'm like, look, I'm being realistic with you, man. For the amount that the turnovers, 2 turnovers, you guys didn't do nothing. You guys should have been murdered this game. That's something you guys need to work on. I didn't think. I thought for a minute before this game started, I thought it was the Niners were better than the Eagles. But after watching them yesterday, I think the Eagles are better than the Niners. So I think I can see the Eagles winning by 10, and I can see the Bengals winning by 7. And then remember, Burrow is actually undefeated against Patrick Mahomes. He's 3-0. And Burrow should
Do you think Mahomes will play?
I think he'll play, but he will be 100%.
Oh yeah, he's not 100%.
He'll be 100%. That's for sure. No, I don't think he's 100%. I mean, that ankle, it's a high ankle sprain, dude. So
you saw the sprain? I thought it was his knee, dude. He was holding his knee.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So like the whole time I was like, his knee. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was his actual knee. I thought his knee was the main problem here because I thought his knee was the main issue, you know. And she was like, "You said," I'm like, "Oh, his knee," but it was. I'm assuming it's just the way the ankle twisted in a way, you know. Luckily for
Yeah.
him, it wasn't like a broken fibula like freaking Tony Pollard. You know, he got a
Hmm.
broken fibula. That one looked bad. That one looked really bad. But a high ankle sprain, you know, I guarantee you they're probably working with him since today. You
Yeah.
know, the next
Ice
day is gonna
it,
be the soreness,
tape
you know.
it. He
Yeah,
will play. That will be, yeah. Unless something's wrong with his knee, he will play.
yeah.
But yeah, man. I think like I said before, I think I'll give it to the Philly by 3 points. I don't want to go any crazier than that. And I want to give it to Cincinnati by 3 points due to Mahomes being injured.
And even like I said, man, like I think Mahomes is a good quarterback. I do.
Yep.
Don't take me wrong. I don't take that away from him in any way. I don't do that. I don't take that away from him. But I do feel like that a lot of people don't give enough credit for Joe Burrow, and I want to be something new. For one, I mean, I don't want to see Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Philadelphia win again. That's two. I definitely don't want to see the Niners win another one. That would be six. Don't. I'm Patrick Mahomes already got his. You know what? Let's bring it to a new town, Cincinnati. Why not? Shit. You know. You
Mm.
know what I mean? I mean that's, and it's not because I don't like the teams. I just think that the
You
team
don't
that's
like
playing a lot
Philly, though.
better. I don't like Philly. I don't
Exactly.
like Philly. I definitely don't like the 49ers. Uh, I don't feel like Philadelphia here. Here's my difference. Philadelphia to me hasn't really played a team. They haven't played a tough team this whole year. I don't feel like they played like a tough team in general. Every team they played has been really one of the teams that like their ass. And I say like that
Hmm.
because the Colts, for example, they struggle almost beating the Colts. I don't feel they have what it takes. They play the Giants, and the Giants should have came prepared with that. They should have kept prepared with a different mentality. I don't think the Giants, I don't think the Eagles have what it takes.
So let's take a
The
look here.
49ers. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
So,
sorry. Oh, oh, man.
wow, dude. All right. So we got the Browns,
Okay. The Jets.
um,
Okay.
your Cowboys.
Yeah, we no quarterback
Um,
at the time.
I mean, am I missing something here? I feel like they were
Look, so
playing
now
tough.
that's the right. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. They played nobody that was good, and then they played somebody that actually got hot. It was before the season
So
started. Look, the first game they beat
yeah,
Detroit,
so
but by
Detroit,
three
not
points.
really. Minnesota is a really
Vikings,
good. It was a good team. You were telling me that
but they choked.
when they're
They were
going
they were
against the
they
Giants, and look at that, they beat them by
yeah.
24-7. So and
Okay,
then
look at the next,
Washington,
the Commanders.
yeah, they suck.
Okay,
Then
and
you got the
and then
Jacksonville, which they
Jacksonville at the
make the
time it
playoff.
was bad.
They
Yeah,
make the
they were
playoff.
barely on the. They were I think like yeah, but they were. But this is before. This is what I'm trying to say is look at it before
This is
how
this
will they ended.
season, but this
I
is
know
this
this is
season.
the season, but look at
Okay,
it how they ended before. That's what I'm trying to say.
Arizona, they sucked.
Listen, they sucked. Dallas had no quarterback at the time. Okay, Pittsburgh, they had a losing record.
Mhm.
Houston, they struggled at Houston.
Listen, I
They
don't
lose to
think
the.
you can say like, well, they didn't have a quarterback. They play
They
against
didn't.
Dallas. They could have played.
Okay. Okay. All right. So
So
cool. Perfect. So okay.
so we got
All
Jacksonville who
right.
made the playoff, and Dallas,
Okay.
and
So what I'm
then I
trying to
don't know
say is
about
my point.
Pittsburgh.
There's another team that was losing record at the time. Houston, who
Houston
barely had
is a
won their first game. No, they were still losing record
Houston
team as well.
record.
Yeah,
Isn't Houston
hell, a
on the
losing
bottom?
record. I think the only
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and they
So
struggled beating them.
Washington again. This is why I hate the fucking NFL sometimes, man. They don't play like just go one team each. Why play the
Okay,
Washingtons
Washington
twice?
Commanders. Washington Commanders. They were
Uh-huh.
good at the time,
That's
and
the first
they
loss.
lost the final game. They lost.
Yeah.
Look at the following week. The Colts. They were 1-12 at the time, or something like that. They barely beat them
Let's take a
at that time. I'm just saying,
standing.
bro. Just
Let me pull up the standing on this side here. So
4-12. You just passed them. Go all the way down. 4-12.
So
Right
yeah,
there.
Houston is bad. Arizona is bad.
3
They play Chicago, right?
Colts.
Yeah, they play Chicago. They're bad. The Colts are bad.
Oh my lord.
Do they play
They play
Minnesota?
Green Bay.
Minnesota is a good one because they qualify.
Yeah,
See,
but
they're right
Minnesota
here on top.
choked. What a joke.
What
a joke.
Detroit, yeah, they're bad. Detroit barely
See, what I'm
got
trying to say is
eliminated.
this: like, I'm not, because I mean, if you look at it like that on the end of the season for the Cowboys, holy shit, I could say they look amazing who they played. Because in that case,
New
we
York
beat the Bengals.
twice.
You know, but I'm
Jaguars,
saying
New
Bengals were
York.
0-4.
Dallas. See, that's the way I look at it. Like, okay, I see like who they play and their standing. And if that was a bad team, that was a bad team. But yeah, dude. You're right. I can see how they were able to qualify because most of the games they play is they were what's it called? With the bottom table. And this is why I think it kind of sucks.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you.
I think this is what kind of sucks about the NFL schedule. Like, they should just go one. Like, they literally need to go. How many teams are they? Like 30 or something? Or 32?
32.
Why not just go one against each other? Like, make the season longer. Make it start sooner.
They're trying to get to have 18 games for next year. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to build in another team to come on board too. So I mean, they've been working on something like that. They have.
I heard
They have
that
a
they're
rough
gonna.
idea.
I heard they're gonna include Mexico City as an expansion.
The problem is right now Mexico City won't be available to host any NFL games because they're remodeling. So that kind of breaks down the whole entire thing for the World Cup, right? So any kind of game in Mexico City right now is out of the limits, supposedly. But I don't see why not they can put it somewhere else. I mean, Mexico has a different. Sorry, guys. Different.
Damn, dude.
What's it? Different stadiums they can play with. You know, I don't know why they haven't made that decision and make those choices. You know, I think they could, but
Let's take a look here. So the NFL has added an expansion franchise since the Texans joined the league in 2002. Okay, so come on, where are they?
Right now, I just saw
2024.
Oh, that.
Which city should they expand? No, this is like what cities should they expand? They're thinking about San Antonio, London, Toronto, Mexico City, Oklahoma City, and St. Louis, Sacramento, Salt Lake City. What? I don't think we're.
Yeah, they're considering Salt Lake City to create another stadium out here, which I think it would be a good thing, you know, because I mean, you sent me the news earlier this week or last week. It was about expanding a new baseball stadium out here by 2025. You know, so I think it's not a bad. It's a good choice to kind of expand it here in Salt Lake and any sports in general. You know, they were thinking about doing, I think, Idaho, Oklahoma City. To me doesn't make no sense. San Diego, they already had a team there. Why are they going to have another one? You know.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like San Diego sports wise kind of suck, but at the same time, they have a great market. They have it's San Diego, California. Come on, like, who wouldn't want to go to San Diego?
I mean,
and so
I get that.
And then they're talking, no, Sydney, no, Tokyo. That's too far. Oakland
for the NFL.
Yeah, Oakland. Team in
too
Oakland.
Far.
An expansion in Oakland. San Jose, Hartford, Montreal, Vancouver, Ottawa. This is just like whatever this reporter wants to see. This is not all the expansion, Portland. Portland can use one. Honolulu, Hawaii. That travel to Honolulu, Hawaii will be really, really big, dude.
Here's the thing, though, bro. So it doesn't make sense to me to have a team in San Jose. Let me tell you why.
Why?
San Jose, Oakland, and San Francisco are pretty close to each other. Literally close.
San Jose and what?
San Jose, Oakland, and San Francisco. They're really close to each other. Why would you do that? Then making a team out internationally to like Japan and things like that, that wouldn't make sense neither. That's too far.
Yeah, that's Japan is a whole different day to travel.
That's a completely different game. I mean, Hawaii, okay, I can see that. I mean, it depends where you're coming from. If you're coming from New York to New York, it's probably you're looking about approximately 8-hour flight.
Oh my God, no.
Roughly.
Kill me now.
Yeah, about an 8-hour flight from New York to Hawaii. Think about it.
It might be longer.
I think it's 5 hours from here to Hawaii. Actually, I want to say. I know it's about 3 hours from California to Hawaii, or 2 hours and a half.
Hold on. It's 11 hours to travel from New York to Hawaii. That's insane.
Fuck. That is crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. Like I did a 13-hour flight from New York to France. And dude, that was a 13-hour flight. Hell no. I was so exhausted during that flight. What up, dude? What's he saying?
What are you saying on that?
Like the time on the game right now is 7:36, and right there too.
What game?
Basketball.
You watching the basketball game? Who's playing?
The Jazz versus the Hornets.
The Jazz and Hornets? It's on right now?
How would I know?
Well, go find out.
I don't know.
See, look at the names. I don't know what he's talking about. He just...
Yeah. It's all good. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what is that?
I found bleachersreport.com that they're one second, let me go up. Oh my God. That they're thinking about 4 cities that they should get a teams.
For the NBA. This is for the NBA, right?
Yeah. No, NFL.
This is NFL. Okay.
Yeah, this is NFL. To expand to London, it seems like a perfect opportunity to play NFL commissioner until Roger Goodell had to make his $20 million salary. All right, so
how much?
20
million. He makes 20 million salary.
Yeah.
God damn. Is that a year? Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming this a year because I don't think nobody's paying him monthly. That shit. It's obvious that the NFL will be contracting anytime soon. So either one of the 32 current franchises will have to move, or the league will have to expand. It's no secret that the first franchise relocation is headed to Los Angeles. Man, how old is this report? I feel like, oh my gosh, 2012. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to read that shit from 2012.
Oh my. I'm like,
I really
again, to Los Angeles.
All right, this is October 22. NFL hasn't added an extension. Yeah, I already read that. Yo, where is the report? Why is nobody reporting on this? At least it gives me, like, I think London and Mexico could be 2 of them.
It's too far.
I know, but they're already making the trip to London to play like a game or 2 out there.
Yeah, but think about it. What's going to happen to the teams that have to play from Europe? You know what I mean? London, and fly out to the United States when half of the games have to be at home and half of the games have to be away.
Yeah.
Think about that, bro. It wouldn't make sense at all. I mean,
yeah, all this shit is.
I don't know.
There's 10 cities that should have an NFL. No.
I just don't think people can actually be on that, kind of case. I don't know. I don't see them doing stuff like that. I don't see them
So,
be able to.
what do you think about Alabama having an NFL team?
Alabama, Georgia, Alabama. Wait, Georgia,
No,
Alabama. Sorry, sorry. I'm thinking about something. Alabama.
Georgia, Alabama. I'm gonna fucking put that as a T-shirt.
Don't, don't
No,
stop
Alabama,
it.
Birmingham.
Wait,
Birmingham, Alabama,
Birmingham, Alabama.
having an NFL team.
I don't know, bro. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think it's a good idea. Honestly, like I don't think how
Yeah,
far is Birmingham, Alabama to Georgia, would you say?
it's right next to ATL.
Dude, why? It's it right next to it? Like literally right next to it.
I'll show you.
Like what I'm saying.
I'll show you. Of course. The maps allowed. Oh no. Of course. Are you gonna make me go to Google? She didn't want to do shit. All right. So let me zoom out. Alabama, ATL, Birmingham. You see how close that is? And once I
Zoom in a little bit more. Dude, I would not. I mean, it's not the distance doesn't look as far. What is it? Like maybe like a 3-hour drive?
maybe. I don't know. But it's a driveway. It won't be that far. Hawaii definitely out. Nope. Then you have Toronto. I thought Toronto already had a team.
For football, no.
No? That could be a perfect one.
Not an NFL at least.
That could be a
Just bring one
NFL.
here to Utah, bro.
Huh? No, let's see.
Bring one here to Utah, bro. That's all I care.
Columbus, Ohio, nope. To France, no. Mexico City, I can see that.
Cincinnati's for. Cincinnati's in Ohio.
Yeah, Columbus, Ohio, and then Cincinnati. Then you have London.
You don't need that.
Nope. A lot of people are talking about London. Then you have San Antonio, Texas.
Why were you having a team in Texas?
San Antonio.
That is crazy.
Then San Diego, I can see that possible. Portland, I can see that. And number one, Oakland again. Like why? You just had the team leaving. I mean, but what will you name them? Oakland one. You can't call them Raiders. I mean, the stadium is already built, so all you need to do is add the team.
Yeah, so I don't know if I.
But yeah,
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. Honestly, I don't know. I don't see myself to be able to have a team in Raiders again in Oakland. It's just like they were once upon a time Los Angeles Raiders. Now they went to this, made it different. I don't think that they can make themselves into an actual team of anything based like that. I think it's just they really need to consider being more open about. Okay, maybe we should start bringing a team to a new city, new opportunities. Someone trying to make sure we go that direction. I think we don't want to backtracking to bringing a team to an old city. It's not the greatest thing. I get it. It's a good investment. But bro, why? Try the new opportunities. People are actually waiting. Cities out there looking for opportunities to be able to come out. Try to do something for themselves.
I think the main reason why they want to bring an old city like that is because the stadium is already built. They don't have to worry about adding a new stadium or anything like that. They could just take the old one. Like when the San Diego Chargers, their facility is vacant. So any new team can just jump in and take over the facility again. Just cut the grass and do a little cleanup and change the logos, and it will be fine. Same thing with Oakland, California. I can see that point of view. of just retaking old stadiums and old facilities and be satisfied with that. In my other opinion is I agree with you. I think that a new team should be in a new city. It should be either Salt Lake City. I think we will have a great. I mean, Salt Lake City is expanding already, and we definitely have more than 2,000 people, or more than 1,000 people to fill up a stadium of 1,000 people. And yep. And I think it will be great to share like some sort of uniform colors of the red and the blue, and maybe somewhere in between with the purple. And then maybe with like it would be awesome to have like some sort of like mixture colors like that to have an NFL team. But it would be a great. I don't know what we would call it. Utah. We already have the Utes. So what would you call it? Utah Warriors?
No.
Because guess what? Utah Warriors is a rugby team. We have a rugby team.
It's a rugby team?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I'm doing a little research about Utah sports, and here we have Utah Warriors. It's a rugby union team.
Huh.
Do you know how many professional sports there is in Utah?
Like actual professional athletes, like a first level athletes, or
like list of professional sports teams.
I mean, I know we have the Jazz, RSL, the Monarchs.
Here's the list.
The Bliss. We used to have the Bliss. Whatever happened to those guys? I don't know if they still exist.
So here's a list. We have the Utah Jazz and the Real Salt Lake, which is major professional. Everything else is minor leagues. Utah Warriors is a rugby. Salt Lake Bees. Then we have the Shreds, which is it's a frisbee game. It's a frisbee, NFL frisbee or something like that. It's called the Alt. And then we have the Utah Grizzlies, the Salt Lake City Stars, the Real Monarch, Ogden Raptors.
The Ogden Raptors. Yep.
And Utah Blitz. Which I think the Utah.
What is that? Is that like
It looks here. It's like the Women's Football Alliance. The Utah Blitz.
Is that Utah Blitz? What are they? What is it?
It's a Women's Football Alliance. It's the football NFL for women.
What the hell?
The Utah Blitz. We have what team?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we have those names. Historically, we have the Utah Pioneers, which it was in American football. We had
That's funny, we do.
The Utah Argonauts, another football team. The Salt Lake Stallions.
I remember those. I remember that.
You remember
that was the indoor football. That was the indoor football. That was recent. So, yep.
And then this is for baseball. We have Lagoon. We have Ogden, Owls, Park City. So, like, I mean, you guys can pause the video and look into it. What else do we have here? Men's basketball, the Utah Star. We used to have the Utah Star back in the 70s. Rockies, apparently. And then women's Utah Star. We used to have the basketball. I don't know what happened to it.
We sold them. Well, they sold them, actually.
Let's see.
The Stars, remember?
Yeah. Oh, they're in Vegas now. The Utah Stars used to apparently they got sold in 2002. Only lasted like 5 years. And then they moved to San Antonio Silver Stars. And then just San Antonio Stars, and ended up in Las Vegas Aces.
That's who they are now, the Aces?
Yeah.
They're the Aces? They just won a championship.
Dope.
What the fuck?
Oh, good for them. And then we have indoor American football. And we have indoor soccer, inline hockey, rugby, men's soccer,
Where do we play all these games? Because I don't recall doing all this shit.
And see, that's the thing. I don't think we have like a sports channel to really talk about all this type of sports and kind of like put them on a what's it called? Put it on our television. I think like we have the opportunity to grow the sports in Utah, and nobody's watching, nobody's paying attention. So it would be really great to actually have an NFL, a baseball, and so on and so forth. But yeah, man, that is our sports in Utah, dude. Look at that. I give you a little history.
It's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of places, but apparently not enough. I don't know.
No, I think like what hurt us the most is the majority of the sports. Like we have baseball, but it's like AAA, but we cannot get it televised, or else we cannot watch it. You know, we have to go to the physical games. Same thing with
Yeah.
Utah Grizzlies. We don't have a TV deal with them. Salt Lake City Stars. We don't have a TV deal. The Real Monarchs. I feel like if they have a TV deal, like they won't announce it. They don't promote it. And so we lose all this interest of watching all these other games. Like, wouldn't you want to see like Utah rugby sometime? Like that would be fucking amazing to watch sometimes, wouldn't it?
Um, I mean, it gets pretty interesting to watch rugby because I feel like it's more violent than anything else because they don't wear any patches or anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could make a huge interest to watch them play. But I feel like you don't rugby for some reason. I feel like in the United States, it's not such a big sport. I feel like it's more like a European sport
Mm-hmm.
more than the NFL itself, you know. And it's just unfortunate, but for the opportunity, sorry, that it has
Damn,
here
dude.
on anything like that. Oh, yeah, I'm tired. Uh, Anything that has right here with the United States on any sports, like there's cricket,
Mm-hmm.
there's rugby. You know, I feel like those sports are like very well known European base, and they
Yeah.
don't get enough credit for things like that. You know, but it's just like for soccer, for them it's football. Then soccer's here, you know, football, soccer. You know, the whole compare and see, you know, between one another. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that rugby itself, it could be really interesting. I'm sure it has their own channels out in Europe. Same with cricket,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I don't feel like the United States it's more interested on stuff like this. Does that make sense? Does it make sense what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
I
it
feel like
does.
that's the reason behind it. You know, like I feel like they just everybody wants to go their own way to kind of face certain things, you know, and kind of see their own sports. But when you come to another country, you don't really see the sports like that.
Mm. Yeah, I still would like to see televised. I mean, it would be a great opportunity for like a TV deal to have all the Utah sports, at least to televise it and show like rugby, all the sports in Utah. So that way, like they know like the sports is alive, and maybe you can catch an audience where like okay, they have like followers in Utah. They have so we can bring a professional team in Utah. For example, the baseball, like the Salt Lake Bees can eventually. I mean, I would love to see like the Salt Lake Bees and the MLB. So that way we can, but unfortunately, it's not how it works. But it would be awesome to have like an actual baseball team in Utah, an NFL, an actual NHL team, not just a hockey, but an NHL hockey team. And those are the three major sports that we're missing. I will bring rugby too in it because I would have loved to watch some rugby and get into it. You know, and what better way to bring it here in Utah? So
Yeah, I mean, overall, like I said, like rugby itself and like cricket are two different sports in this country. They're not something that very meaningful. I feel like soccer just most recently it started to become a popular thing in the United States. Now, I don't know why because I didn't feel like soccer was as popular like it is now. I feel like soccer hasn't been a big thing back in the early 2000s, I didn't think it was such a big deal about soccer, And then you start having international matches come around the United States to teams to play, and so on.
I think
I
the
just
ugly truth about it is because players like David Beckham, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic, they come and play here. I mean, that's
yeah,
the only reason why the game got interesting, because or else the sport was dead. I mean, you had teams like Real Salt Lake winning a championship, but ever since like David Beckham and big names like that came to United States and play, it's so hard for a small team like Real Salt Lake to actually win it, because we
well,
don't have
yeah,
the
but that's the
market
thing.
to
It's like, go ahead, sorry, bro. Go ahead, go ahead.
we don't have the market to like bring a team into Salt Lake City. We don't have, or the market to bring a big name, like let's say if you will never hear Neymar or Messi or Ronaldo play here in Real Salt Lake. You don't. You either hear them in Miami, you either hear them in California or New York. That's it. So for me, those are the biggest things. It's like we don't have a big market. But now, and that's why you've seen the game is actually being more popular, because we're starting to see those big names going to at least those three states or those cities to play, and they bring
Right.
more volume. They bring more interest. Like you would have loved to see Ronaldo play, like let's say Miami, in Miami, and then come to Real Salt Lake playing against Miami, and you would have go see the game because you want to see Ronaldo. So that's why the
I
soccer.
would.
Yeah, that's why the soccer in United States is becoming more popular, because you bring big names like that. But we also have to like stay for the local stars to bring it. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, I see what you say, but I feel like the players are coming into. They come from like different leagues. I feel like the new players, just in general, they're not players like they were before. That's another
Hmm.
thing too. You have to see this is where like at the end of their career, and I don't know. Just to me, you can't really make the excuse for not to win a championship. For not to win a championship, that you're like, okay, I'm not here to win a championship because of this player. You know what I'm saying? And I
Hmm.
think, well, who was the very first person to come here from Europe? Was it David Beckham? And who else was
I
it?
think so. I think he was the big
Like the big
name.
name like that.
Then David Villa for New York FC.
To be,
Um,
uh-huh. Yeah.
man, that's like uh.
And then there was another Brazilian player too. Who was it?
So I mean,
Sorry, I'm just thinking about it right now too, because I
I
know
know, and I'm looking it up. So here, I will show you guys the process that I'm looking it up. So here's some of the big names that came in.
Cellini. También vino
Cellini,
Cellini, but Cellini was a little bit after. I feel like
Shaqiri.
what Shaqiri played. I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude,
I didn't
Shaqiri
know
played
that.
for the Chicago.
I didn't know
Leonardo
that.
Campana. Then, Lorenzo. Lorenzo went to Toronto in his 30s.
Ache went to Dynamo. Yeah.
And then
Ache went to Dynamo.
Herrera,
Giorgino Cellini
mhm,
to
Gary Bell,
Gareth Bell.
Cucho
Chucho
Hernandez,
Hernandez.
Columbus.
Douglas Costa. That's what I was talking about. One of them. Douglas Costa was one of. Wow. Federico Bernardinci también.
Hmm. Oh, that German
Uh,
player. He went to Chicago Fire too.
Schweinsteiger.
Yes,
Schweinsteiger.
he
That's
went
who
to
it was.
Chicago.
Schweinsteiger was the other one that I was telling you about. Schweinsteiger is the one. Let's see, clicking on that. No, 2022, 23.
And
But
yeah,
I feel
hold
like I
on.
said, MLS to me is not a competitive league. I just feel people don't really have the interest of they had before. Yes, I agree with you in a percentage of you saying that like you bring
Mhm.
an all-star player to this team, what do you expect them to win? No, it's understandable.
Yeah.
But this is when you come an owner and say, cool, where am I gonna make my money? Okay, so I'm an owner of a team. You have a big player name out here. So you're paying about $50 a ticket or $75 a ticket. What makes you think you have somebody that's a big league name out in Europe? You bring him in, your tickets are going to go from 50 to 75 to 125 to $150. You're increasing the amount. It's part of
Yeah.
it. I get it. Especially for a small market team, it's understandable because you can afford that. I understand that. But if you're going to be up with a challenge and you're going to be accepting the fact that nowadays the MLS is bringing talented players, players are pretty much already at the end of their career to come to the United States.
Mm-hmm.
You got to step up with the program, bro. We gotta. There's no way you can live with the program and say, okay, I'm not in the program anymore. You gotta step up. You gotta be in the same page. If you're not on the same page, that's a problem. Because the thing is, it's like this. Let me give you an example, okay?
Hmm.
I'm gonna give you just an example, and this is just an example. If you guys didn't know this, the NBA All Star Game is being produced here in Salt Lake City, Utah. The tickets right now averaging about $1,400 a ticket, and this is higher bowl tickets. Approximately, if you go out to the weekend, if you're trying to go the whole weekend pass, you're looking at between $1,200 to $14,000. Sorry, $12,000 to $14,000. That's what you're looking at. Here's the thing. Just recently, I found out that Mr. LeBron James is about to break the all-time record on leading points. The way he's been playing, this dude's about to break it, and literally he can break it in the next 5 games, maybe less. Okay. Here, the tickets right now $1,400. NBA just announced it. It's like, okay, LeBron James is gonna have a little festival event coming up to him at the All-Star game, just for him. More than likely, they're gonna do it because it's gonna happen. What does that mean? It means that the tickets are gonna go for $1,400 instead of $1,400. They're gonna go $3,000. So you see what I'm saying? It's like something like that happens. You bring a whole entire building of of all-star players. This is all-star players in NBA. It's a completely different category, right? But you see how one thing can lead to another and increases the value with it. So you kind of have to step up with the program. Whatever you're doing, just attacking.
Yeah.
Try to get what you're trying to do,
I'm trying to see.
He scored last night, by the way.
I want to see his stats.
God, let's see. I'll tell you. Tell me his stats and I'll tell you. Because he was at 315 when he scored 48 points. So when was the last time he scored 48 points?
Oh, hold on.
I'll tell you right now. I got you track. It was 315 when he scored 48 points against, can't remember what team it was.
Portland. Portland had 37 points. Against Memphis, he's at 23. And then with the Rockets, he had 48. It's right there.
Keep going down to, go see more? See all where it says result. Okay. What was it? 48 is the one I'm looking for.
Yeah. Versus the Rockets points on Monday. I'm highlighting it.
Damn, he had another one. No, before that.
43 Holy right shit. Here. Versus Charlotte.
Holy shit.
And before that, before the New Year
47,
started, 47.
Right there. 47. Okay. So he scored 43. So let's pull out the calculator real quick if you have one. You want to do the math real quick, Rafa?
No, I'm good. Shit. You can do it. I don't want to do the math.
All right. So he was 315 away, right? Okay. So how many points did he score against Hawks? No, hold on.
Oh, I want to see. Because this is how many points averaging regular season. Yeah, regular season. I don't. So here's the regular season totals. Erwin. I have it up right here. So the first year only gets 1,600 points. And he was still averaging 20 fucking points a game. So now, this is how many he has in total. What's the record right now?
So the all-time record is 38,387 points held by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. LeBron James is currently 224 points away to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the record of all time in regular season. 224. Holy hell, bro. 224 points. That answered my question. This is an 8 hour ago. That is insane.
He can do it within this season, dude.
Dude,
here's the stats.
How many has he had this season right now?
So far, he has 1,000 and 100.
Fuck. It's not even halfway through the season.
Exactly. Now, God forbid,
Holy
unless
shit.
he gets injured, he's
Shout
gonna
out,
break
fool.
it. Because look,
Shout out, fool.
look
Shout out,
right
fool.
here. The previous season, 1,600. The season before that, only 1,100, and he's about to surpass that. But every other season, he has not had, like, literally the
What's
lowest
his
he had. It
highest?
was with the 2020.
That was a COVID. That's when
That was
all the
the
games were
COVID. Yeah,
suspended and shit. Yeah, that was
they
a COVID.
suspended
So
the
you had no
game, and they
control there.
just like, let's have a
They
few
just
more games to predict the playoff, and that's it.
This is crazy. He literally is 224 points, guys. That means that this guy can go for the remaining of the season. How many games? Okay, let's just say, for example,
Let's say that
there
year doesn't
is
count. Let's take a
40.
look. What is the lowest?
Let's say 41.
Yeah, dude, the
Okay,
lowest
let's just say,
1,500 right here when he joined the Lakers. That's the lowest he ever had.
bro, listen to this.
So
I know
he
there's
can
more than more. Yeah, this dude can go 41 games and scored literally not even points, and he still can break the fucking record because it says it's 0.0243 to 41 divide. By the way, this is divide on 41. But look at his stats the last couple games. The dude's averaging over
and
what?
he also
Dude, he's
played
on,
less games too. By the
yeah.
way,
And here's another thing for those of you who don't know. I'm not a Laker fan. You guys know, but I'm a LeBron James fan. But last night the Lakers were down by 37 points at half, and guess what happened? They came back and won the game.
Yeah,
37 points down. They came back and won the game, dude. Ain't that some
let's
shit?
take a look.
That is
Yesterday?
some shit.
No, yesterday, right? Yep, right here versus Portland, right?
Yeah. How many
So,
points he
yeah.
scored last night?
Yeah, look, right here you can see the first half. The first quarter was 33-26. Then the Lakers just dropped the ball in the second quarter and was 13-45.
Yeah.
Then the Lakers
All
stepped
that.
it up 40-20. And then Lakers finished it with 35-21 with a total of 121 to 112. 112. Every time I see that number, I think of the R&B van 112. Thank you, 112. Appreciate it. But yeah, man. I think that do you think it's really important for LeBron James? Or do you think that LeBron James is already thinking like, fuck it, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, oh well. I'm here to like last as long as possible to play with my son and I'm done.
I think just in general at this point, the way he's playing, dude, I think he's on a mission. Because the dude's 38 years old and the way he's playing, bro, he looks like he's 20. So I think he's already got to the point that he's accomplished. He is pretty much like the Tom Brady, breaking all the records only on the NFL. Pretty much is what he has, and he's done it. He's done it.
Yeah, but I think so. Here's my opinion about it. I think that yes, I think he's still pushing it, but at the same time, I bet you he wakes up and thinks my body is aching. How long can
I don't feel like it is. I don't feel like his body
said
is.
it. There's videos out. There's videos out there where he has said it that he's tired. That he just pushing as much as possible to play with his son.
Yeah,
like that's his biggest dream. Like he's thinking about not Bronny, but the other one. I forget his name.
Bryson, but Bryson's a little bit younger.
Yeah.
He's thinking that far ahead, bro. That's crazy. Hey, give me a second because I'm gonna have to plug this in. Okay, so
no, I mean it's already time, man.
Okay,
we already hit the hour.
All right,
we went over.
Sorry, I just saw the thing just came on right now, like So
yeah, we can say goodbye, man.
Back to what I was saying. It's just I feel like you know what I mean? How much grateful could it be for an actual father to come and play with your actual son in a basketball court? You may not like the man or anything and all like that, but you gotta show some respect.
Yeah.
And I think this is the perfect time for me to leave it at here, because I feel that regardless if you don't like the player, appreciate him. Look what he's done.
Don't hate the player.
24 points away from making the record. Yeah, don't hate the player, hate the game. But LeBron James, wish you the best, man. This is where I end up, and I will be leaving here. For those of you who don't know, just like and share and comment on the videos. Share with friends and family. Social media is right below. We have the IG and Twitter accounts. Other than that, I'm gonna head out. You guys have a good night. Stay safe.
And thank you so much for joining another episode of Talking with Rafael, with your host, Rafael. Make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, and let your share with your friends and family. Until next time, thank you so much. Peace.